We are live. As you guys can see the topic. The topic is the animals is drawing closer to us. This is my first experience. I've been growing food in this area and I never saw this experience. I never had this experience where I'm actually seeing these kind of stuff going on. Now it happening on a bigger market, bigger range now. I always see the foot in the garden, always see foot chatting through the garden, but they never eat no brassica. They don't eat any of my brassica. All my brassica over there, they don't eat none. They don't eat none of these brassica at all. What I've seen, look what I'm seeing going on. I've seen this going on with my fruit trees. I've seen this going on rapidly now. So now the animals drawing closer to us now. Yes, they're drawing closer to us. Now I'm gonna show you why I say this. I don't know, a lot of trees is cutting down and maybe we're pushing them closer to ourselves than ever. I never saw this before. This is something I'm experiencing new. So now it getting to a place now where we will have to start worrying about animals coming in our garden. You know, this is a peach tree and look what happened here. All these peach come off the tree. Look how they eat it up. They eating it up like this. They eating it up. So basically, what they're doing, they're climbing up on the tree. You see all that's going on here. I don't know if it's deer. I don't know what it is. But they're eating it like crazy. Okay, let me show you why I say they're climbing up. Look here. If you notice here, you see they climbing and they eating the fruits them. So they're not just, they actually climbing up. I can't identify what kind of animal it is, but what I know for sure, they climbing up and they eating the peaches from the tree. Look how many peaches drop down. Look how they eating them. This is how they eating them. So see if you guys can tell me what you believe is eating these peaches. I'm gonna take you down to the bottom to the plum tree and I'm gonna show you where they naturally take off all the plum. The plum had a lot of plum was on the plum tree. And now you're gonna see they all on the ground bite up. So I don't know what is going on, but I know something is here. For the first time, I never saw it. So now we got to be protecting our garden now, not from just people. We got to think about animals because the animals them is drawing closer. What I notice here, I don't see they eating the blueberry. The trees is full with blueberry, but I'm not seeing that they eating any blueberry. What I saw they eat is the peach and the plum. Let me show you this. This is, you know, this year is the first year that this plum tree has produced so many plum. It was so amazing. Now what I see went on, they come and if you notice, they eat. You see some of them drop off while but they climb up. This is a plum seed right here. I'm gonna save this. You see? All over here, they climb up and they shake off all the plum, every one the plum off the tree. They bite them up. You see? Look what's going on here again. All the plum, they bite off the tree. So what they're doing, they're climbing up. Because the plum them, all this limb goes around here, go all the way around here, we're full with plum. Even to the top up there. It's crazy. This got to be a big, big one. Because even all to the top up there had plum. And not even one plum left on the tree right now. So then I have another plum tree up here. I'm going to take the plums off because I'm not going to get them. So I'm going to take them and put them for right. No, I'm kind of worried about these. So what I have to do now, I have to get a wire and fence around. This is what I got to do now. I got to fence around my fruit trees them now. This is something. I got to fence around my fruit trees. Why? Because I will be losing all these berries. I already losing them, some to the birds, but now I got to worry about some animal is jumping up and eat your fruits off your tree. This is really something. I don't know. I cannot even tell you what kind of animal. I don't even want to say, okay, it's a deer. I don't even want to say that. I know something is eating. Last year, I'm going to show you something here. This is an apple tree. It had an apple. They eat it. They eat off the apple. This is another apple tree. They eat off all the apple and they leave only one. Only one. You see what I'm saying? No, I gotta go and put in extra work now to make sure I protect my fruit trees because if I don't do that, I'm not gonna get any fruit. This is my grape patch. This is a grape. I'm trying to create a vineyard. So this is my grape patch right here. And if you notice, it have on a lot of blossom. If you notice, everywhere it have blossom. Last year, it didn't produce this much, this much. But what happened is, you see it have a lot of grapes everywhere. Last year, I have a few on there ripening, and this grape is really sweet. And something come and eat off the few of them. So now, I got to do a barricade. I got to build barricade around my fruit trees now because if you don't do that, you're not going to get none. Because these animal is coming in our garden now. It's coming directly in our garden. So this is basically my grapes. It's getting bigger and bigger. And if you notice, it starts running over here. And and now I create a line. Go down here to connect. I also have a next one down here. I also have, this is another grapevines growing here, coming from over the side over there. So now I'm gonna connect both of them to in each other. So I'm basically trying to create a grapevine, a vineyard. That's what I'm trying to create. I'm gonna show you something here again. This is another grapevines coming from in the bushes here, and it have grapes. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring this and connect it to this one. So that's basically what I'm doing. But no, this was my plan. This was my plan, but now I have to think that over because as I know for sure, last year I lose some grapes from this grape patch right here. So I know this year is gonna be the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So now I have to make sure I create a barricade around these grapevines, around my blueberry, and basically the bottom limb for my plum tree them, I got to just cut them because they climbing, the thing and them climbing. I had plumb to the top of this one over there, and they naturally go up and take them down. So it's clear what is happening. So now we got to be more mindful and more, you understand, if you live in an area where you're placing your garden in barricade, you got to start thinking, because what is happening, a lot of trees is cutting down. So we kind of, I believe, this is my opinion, I believe that because these trees that was cutting down, they was where they was living. You know what I'm saying? In these areas. Now, while the tree is cutting, they're getting closer to us now. So now we got to start thinking and be prepared now, start to secure our garden, not from just people, we got to secure them from animal as well. The good thing about it is, is not eating brassica, because I always see the foot and I always see the brassica, them was always here and it never eat one. So I know it's not worrying with brassica, but I know it love fruits. Whatever it is love fruits. So now, as you can see here, guys, these are blueberry, and the tree just loaded, man. The tree them just loaded with blueberry everywhere. So I just want to do this video because I want to, start opening up people's eyes to what's actually happening. Okay, we cannot sleep to these things because it's real. I don't want it happen to other people without they try to protect their garden. All right? And I don't believe they eat edibles. I don't believe they eat okra. I don't believe they eat what I have in my garden, but I know they love the fruits them. I know they love the fruits. So yes, guys, my garden is really bushy right now, because my goodness, the more the rain come, is the more the bush grow. You know what I'm saying? Is there anyone could identify these mushroom for me? I'm trying to know what type of mushroom they are. I'm trying to know what type of mushroom they, but I don't know. But and all I know, I bring these logs in my garden and now I realize mushroom is growing, so I'm gonna take care of them. Who knows? So I don't know what type of mushroom. Look at it, guys. If you have any idea, maybe you can tell me in the comment section and I will appreciate it. I don't know if it's edible. I don't know. I try to take a picture from my phone, but it's not giving me no information. So yes, guys, now what I'm worrying about with whatever is coming in the garden, I'm worrying about pumpkin and I'm worrying about squash. Maybe it might love to eat pumpkin. Maybe it might love to eat squash. So this is what's going on, guys. Now I have my corn them. I have corn coming up really nice. Right? Maybe it might love to eat corn. You see what I'm saying? So now your garden is on the alert now, because now I got to secure it because I got to eat. You know what I'm saying? I got to eat, so I got to secure my garden. But other than that, guys, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I just wanted to enlighten you guys about what's going on and being aware of what's really taking place, because sometimes we're not really paying attention to what is really happening. and then it just come and hit us hard. All right, but the animals them is getting closer to us now. They're not, and they're getting brave now. Before, when they look at you and they realize, nah, I'm not going over there because you there. No, they're not worried about you anymore. They're coming. You see? They actually coming. So all this. So now they're climbing up on your tree. So now you wanna grow tall trees now. You see what I'm saying? You gotta grow tall trees because these things will eat off all. Look how much peach. Look how much peach. I don't know how much was here. I don't know. But all I know, they eating these peas like crazy. That's what I know. So now I gotta pray that they ain't tall enough to go up here. You see what I'm saying? I gotta hope that they ain't tall enough to go all the way up there and eat down my peach them. But you know, in gardening you gotta also know that the animals need to eat as well. That's what you know for sure. The animal got to eat, you got to eat, everybody got to eat. So it's no problem. But at the same time, you cannot allow them to eat everything. All right? You got to secure yourself as your food for yourself. So it's becoming a time now where we will have to start securing our food because if we don't secure them, the animal will take them from us. And it's as you see, and I'll show you in the video that this is what taking place. As I always see the footprint, but the thing is it never bothers anything. Last year I know they mess with my grapes. Now this year is on another level. So you know what I'm gonna do? Let me show you what I'm gonna do here. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. I have this tree here, and this is a plum tree. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take these plum. I'm not allowing it to take everything. They don't take everything from that tree down there. So now I'm gonna be taking these plum. Look at next one here. I'm gonna take these beautiful plum and put it to ripe. You see? Nice, beautiful plum. Yes, I got to eat some too. Yeah, guys, so this is what's going on, man. Garden is coming alive. Lots of food, looking bushy, but at the same time, it coming. When I done clean it up, I'm going to do some garden too. I'm going to show you guys how I mold up my meadows. It's a lot of video will be coming pretty soon. But just be aware, guys. Just be aware. Just remember, it ain't we alone out here. There's birds, there's bugs, there's all different type of animal, and you just don't know. Especially you live in area where there's forest close by to you. You have to start being more aware. Like me, I was just bold about it. I used to just come in my garden, just chill out. You understand? Now I got to start thinking now if it's safe for me to just come and chill in my garden. You understand? Because you don't know. You don't know what is coming. So if you guys, hey Jason Durant, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. Joseph Durant, thank you for being here. Yes, we got to be we got to start to look at things different now because we can't, it coming to a time now where we cannot sleep no more. There's no sleeping no more. Everything is, it's like the future. Information. It's like this is the time when everything start revealing, everything just start opening up. You understand? So now is not the time for us to fall asleep. We have to be aware. We got to know these things is actually happening. A lot of trees is cutting down and these animals now is drawing closer to our home. Yeah, they get drawing closer to our home. So we got to be more conscious of what is going on. We cannot sleep no more because there's no time to sleep. This is waking up time. But I'm not, the honest truth is, I'm not mad, I'm okay. Because eating a fruits is basically nothing compared to what is in here. And if they're not eating certain food, you still got to be grateful because they're not eating certain food. So if they're just eating under peach and you understand, all we got to do is protect our plants. No, we got to look at putting barricade around our fruit trees. You know, the honest truth is, around my grapes, I already have the wire. Around my grapes, I had plans to barricade it, but I never had no plans to barricade my plum nor my peach, which I still wouldn't do, because at least all these limbs that I allow to bend down, I gotta cut them. Now I gotta plume my plum tree different now, because you wanna make sure that you can get something from them. Now the grapevines, what I can do with the grapevines, basically this is the grape. So what I can do is create a surrounding that they cannot get to the grapes them. So you know you gotta do it, you gotta even do it wide. You can't even do it too close because they're gonna push themselves. They might try to climb up. So now you gotta do it wide that they and make sure that they can't push their head through. Because you have to protect it. And this this year, this grape really producing. It producing a lot of grapes this year. So I have to secure these grapes because I wouldn't get any. So this is what's going on. I don't think they like Edos, which is a blessing. You know, one apple they have left. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that either. These are figs. I'm not sure if this fig gonna produce that I can get some. My blueberry, I ain't sure, but I know I'm gonna barricade that and put a covering over it that I can at least get a few from it. My yam is growing up. Yam, I'm not worried about the yam. Oh, this yam is growing nice here. This is a yam growing beautiful. Okay. This is a next one here. Growing up nicely. All these is Edos, guys. If you don't know about Edos, this is Edos coming up here. Okay, this is another yam coming up here. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So, I'm not worried about the yam. I'm not worried about the oh, this is cassava here. This is cassava growing up here nicely. All I'm saying, guys, the animal them is drawing closer to us. And who is drawing them closer to us? Ourselves is drawing them closer to us. So very soon, depending on where you live in, you might have to compete with the animals. Yeah, you might have to compete with them. Is either they get it before you or you get it before them. Or you will have to protect your garden. So this is where we are now. And I'm going and harvest a few herbs. But I just wanted to show you guys this video, man. Show you guys. Let me show you again, guys. For the people who now come in. Let me show you again. The animals them is in the garden. And let me show you the climbing. I don't know if I don't want to say what it is. But the climbing up on your tree and eat down your stuff. The plum, like I said, there's a plum tree down there, had on a lot of plum. And they tear down every one, not even one left. Now, all these limbs, look how these limbs thick with peach. I gotta worry about these limbs now because they're gonna climb up and so, but it's alright, it's alright. The animal have to eat too. We can't eat everything. We can't eat everything. So just be aware, guys. Just be aware. Because it could happen to any one of us. And what happened is now is not just, is all kind of animal getting closer to us. All different type of animal. Because if we cut down the trees, them, is either they push them further out or they push them closer to you. So you might be seeing them in your backyard. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And I'm sure it already happening. I'm sure there's a lot of people already seeing different little animals in their back. Even the bugs. Even the bugs sometimes you never seen before. You see approaching in your backyard. Why? Because where they were, where all the tree was, has cut down. So now they pushing, is either they push themselves deeper in the woods or some of them bold enough to push themselves closer to you. So now you catch yourself competing with the animals them, especially if you don't have a garden that's surrounded with mesh wire, some kind of wire to protect your garden. This is where we are now. We are at a place now where we got to protect our garden. Yes, guys, so I want to pick some sage. This is an old sage. It never even go, it was right here. It remained green all through the winter. You see? So I'm just doing what I'm doing, guys, and just stay tuned. Stay tuned and you will be seeing a lot of upload with this same garden, believe it or not. It's looking real bushy over there, but you trust me, as soon as I clean it up, you're gonna have an idea. Let me pick some sage. Yes. And this is rosemary. This is what I'm telling you guys about gardening and the beauty of it. This is a rosemary I have here. I'm going to use this and make oil, fresh oil for my hair, for my body. I mean, yeah, so this, what I'm picking this for now is for my hair. This is the beauty of having your garden. So don't make this video discourage you. This video is just to make you know that we have a lot of things we're going to be seeing in the future. Whether it's animal, whether it's bugs, we're going to be seeing a lot. We will be astonished. We will want to know where they were all the time. But they always here. But they had a place where they reside. Now they're coming close to us because all the trees is cutting down. You see a nice bundle of herbs right here to make oil. You see what I'm saying, guys? Okay, let me get a few more pieces. Okay. All right, nice set of rosemary. Yes, guys, so I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Truly appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have a blessed day. I'm going to spend some time cleaning up this garden. Oh, this is a comfrey plant, and I think I make a mistake. I think I make a mistake with this comfrey plant to plant it in this area. This is the center of my bed, even though I know comfrey enriching your soil. It's a beautiful plant to have in your garden, but also they spread like wildfire. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm worried about now. This one, you see, these was little plant. Look how their roots getting so massive. So I have to transplant them because they're gonna take up the whole of my garden. So yes, guys, thank you guys again. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Peace, love, and blessing to each and every one.